for joining us for this week's Tuesday Tip. I'm Taryn.
And I'm Bianca.
And this week we'll be talking to you about closing gifts. Being a real estate agent isn't just about your reputation online, it's about building relationships offline. And closing gifts are a really great way to build up your business and your reputation in the long run. So Bianca, do you want to talk to us a little bit about the general benefits of closing gifts?
There's actually a multitude of benefits that you get from a memorable closing gift. The first one is it's a great way to kind of get your client to remember you. I like to think of closing gifts as a literal drip campaign because once you set it up, it's kind of like a nice constant contact reminder where they're like, hey, this person really thought about me, they went that extra mile. It wasn't just about getting me to the closing table, they really do care about my life after.
Yeah.
So another great thing about closing gifts, it's another way to build on your brand or your niche. So make sure that when you're thinking of your closing gift, you're going with something that speaks about your team and what you guys promote.
Yeah, and of course, if people are remembering you after their transaction, it's more likely that they will refer you to friends and family when they are looking. And we all know we want those referrals. So a few tips for those closing gifts. We want to make it really personal. You want to maybe remember something in a conversation you had and then take that into the gift so it feels like you care about that person and we're really listening to them. Also, make it practical. Something that they can use, something that will be helpful to them after they just made this huge life change. And then another cool thing to do is make it local. Support local businesses. They just decided to become a part of this community, so it's nice to see that you care about it as well and are giving back. Bianca, I know you have a lot of great ideas for some closing gifts.
Yeah.
What examples would you give?
So one that I really love is donating money to a charity that your client is really passionate about. Not only does it show that you're paying attention to what they care about, it's also kind of building on your brand that you love helping out the community and you love helping out others.
Absolutely.
Some great examples are kind of feed the hungry animals.
Animal shelters?
Anything that they are really, really passionate about and
Yeah.
you know they've talked about in conversation. Another great example is hiring a handyman or a maid. Everyone knows after you move into your house, it's utter chaos every time. You have boxes everywhere, you're unpacking, and the last thing you want to think about is having to clean your home. So it's really great when they get a knock on the door and a handyman or a maid service is there to tell them like, hey, your realtor hired me to come take this pressure off of you and I'm going to clean your house.
Give you a fresh start in this new home.
Yeah. And then another great way, kind of like what Taryn touched on earlier, is invite them out to dinner or drinks at a local bar or restaurant that's really popular. Not only is it kind of, settling in, giving them that meal, just welcoming them to the neighborhood, it's also showing them the local areas. And that's really great if you kind of market yourself as a local area expert. You're kind of giving them the in on places that are popular in the area.
And I really like that one because to get a kitchen unpacked, all of the pots and pans and utensils and everything, it's a big ordeal. So it's something they probably don't want to have to worry about the first day in their new house. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week, and be sure to tune in next week for another Tuesday Tip.
For more examples of great closing gift ideas, you can check out our latest blog post that'll be going up on the site later.